Hello folks, Sam Owens here, and boy do I have a great product for the folks that want to organize their garage. This is a system for mounting anything that you want to hang down, like hose, garden implements, shovels. I've got it already assembled to a degree because it makes more sense to explain the use of this. I'm going to show you one panel, actually 16. The holes are 15 and like a quarter spacing. This is important to try to find studs that are in the wall. But you do need to get into some studs, preferably, or use an anchor system that will support the weight that you're planning on putting on these brackets. All right, this is basically what you get. There's about 9 different implements that hook to the bracket. And here I have them organized as I'm going to place them on my wall. Now, they're very easy to mount and take off. You pull up like this, and I'll just show you one. There's 3. If you'll look, this is the upside that the bracket clamps over. It goes over, so you always want this up and the flat side down, and then the flat side has these little grippers down here that are going to snap in, and there's actually, you might not be able to see it, but there's a slight groove right here that these little bumps are going to fit into, and they're kind of a nylon type material. All right, a little tip here. Here is a 2x4, which are going to be in the wall, and when you find the location of the center of the 2x4 with a stud finder, and that's what I use, the holes right here are 3/4 of an inch right here, so you could use the same stud to mount those. If you put them close together like that, it's actually 3/4 of an inch, and here is, this is a 2x4 is actually 1.5 inches. So if you look at 3/4 of an inch, one screw would go in this side, one screw would go in that side. So you need to find the center of the stud with the stud finder, and you can mark the edge of each side and find that center, and you'll be able to mount, when you find a stud, mount 2 of these to the same stud. We're ready to go to the wall where I'm going to mount this. Okay folks, this is the area that I'm going to mount this, and I want it high so that I can mount long items, garden implements mostly, and also extension cords will mount on some of them. And what I'm going to do is try to get as close over here. I've identified the studs for these first 2. Right here is the center of the stud that I want to find. This is the edges, and what I'll do is put this up here close, and I'm going to I've got to be able to take this off if I need, so I want to have enough room that I can take that electrical panel off, and I'm going to go right about here. I plan to have enough room between here to work and still get plenty of room underneath to store other things underneath as I want. Now, I've got the bracket mounted with the ridge that's supposed to be up in position. I put my level on here and it's flat on there, and I'm going to look for a center bubble right there. Perfect. So I'm going to draw a circle right there and a circle over here, and I'm just about where I need to be. Take this down, and I'm not moving it, and circle, circle. Okay, that's where I'm going to drill my holes, and I'm going to look at it, and there's the center of the 2x4 right there, and then the other one is going to be right about there. I'm going to drill the holes into these. This is going to be my support right here. This side over on the other side is going to have anchors in there. So I'm going to have to drill and place anchors in there. And then the next one will butt up against there. And once I have this one in place, I'll butt this one up, and I will, with 3/4 of an inch, I will be able to get into the 2x4 by going at an angle. So that's important so that you don't miss the 2x4. Okay, let's get ready. It's not that hard, but it does take some planning, and if you've not done this type of work before, just follow my guide, making sure you put this in the correct position. There's wood in there. This does not need a drywall screw. I found that I'm right at the edge of a 2x4 right here. And what I can do is drill in at an angle. We need a pilot hole, and I'm going to try a bit much smaller than this to get a pilot hole where it'll go in easier. Okay, right there. Yep. There. That's wood. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go to our screw and our bracket. Now, I'm going to put this bottom one in first because I like the position it is in much better. Okay, so there, and we want to get the other screw hole. So I'm going to see if I can get this one. Okay, right there. Alrighty, and we're going to get this one in. That way I've got two at the same level. Okay, so we're going to put this one in right here. Okay, we're into good stuff there. And now I'm going to put one more down here, and he will be into his proper location. And that's wood. Now I've got to get this one, and I just pop him in right here. Okay, I'll have to use my drill again. Okay, that's gonna work. Just gotta work with this and you will get it. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think showing you how to install one panel will be sufficient to show you an idea of how you can organize the things that you want to place on a wall. And I will just extend these on over using the method I just showed you. And some places where I don't line up with a stud like I was able to on this end, I'll have to put the plastic anchors in there, and it's a matter of drilling a hole and popping the anchor in, and there you go. After several adjustments, I finally got it exactly the way I want it, where I can retrieve the items that I frequently use on this wall. So you can do the same thing, and you saw just how easy it is. With a little planning, you can do the same thing. I want to thank you very much for watching my video.